Yo, what is up you guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a system that not a lot of people give a lot of love to. And that system is the Game Boy Pocket. One of my favorite Nintendo Game Boys. And probably the best original Game Boy model. Now, by that, I mean no Game Boy Color and Advance is only the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, and Game Boy Light. This is the best one. And I really love it, honestly. It takes two AAA batteries, as you can see, instead of the four AA batteries that the Game Boy takes. It still had all the stuff. It had the power button, the game slot, the adapter part for light accessories, or if you wanted to trade Pokemon with people, volume control, and contrast wheel, depending on what lighting source you were in. It's basically a Nintendo Game Boy, just completely smushed and compacted into where you can finally fit a Game Boy in your jeans. And it played the original Game Boy games. That was the only games it could play, but it can still play them. So the games that you could play, there was a lot. You could play some like Mario Land, Mortal Kombat, Zelda Link's Awakening, Donkey Kong Land, or Pokemon Blue. Or if you didn't like Gen 1 Pokemon, Gen 2, you could play Pokemon Gold. Pretty good. There are a lot of games on the Game Boy. A lot of them I don't have. A lot of them I wish I could have, and a lot of them I do have. But it's just a really good system, honestly. It was a really good revision of the Game Boy. The Game Boy, the original one, I have it down there. It was double the size of this system. It took 4 AA batteries for 30 hours of battery life. While this one is half the size of the original Game Boy, came in different colors, even a special edition ice blue. And also, it only took 2 AAA batteries instead of 4 AA batteries for 10 to 15 hours of battery life instead of 30. That's half the battery life for half the batteries. And these batteries are cheaper than AA's. So it's less money for more battery. It's kind of a ongoing cycle. The speaker and everything's really good. The screen is actually excuse me. Screen's actually bigger than the original Game Boy by double, almost double. As you can see, instead of puke green, it is now in black and white, as you can see. Speaker was really good, still really loud. And it had all the buttons too, just basic buttons, down, up, right, left, A, B, start, select. It had everything. Just took less batteries, had half the battery life, and it was still amazing. This system was really good. No one ever pays attention to this. I recently, before I made this video, searched up videos for this one talking about it. There was none at all. The only ones I could find were mods for it, for a backlit screen, and even then there was only 3 to 4 videos. There was nothing, and the only other one I found was this one guy, and he said it was his favorite handheld, which I agree, and there was no one else. So I had to make a video about it, and it's really good. Just think about it. Think of a Game Boy, an original DMG Game Boy, okay? Think of that, but not a puke green screen so it don't hurt your eyes. Think of it with a black and white screen, a bigger screen, and the whole system is smaller and compressed to where it can fit into jeans pockets. Think about that. That's what this was. It was amazing, good, and very convenient for a lot of people. A lot of people who I ask say it was a great revision of it, but I never see anyone give any attention to it. I recently accidentally lost the Game Boy Color Only Challenge, which I started this month, and I lost it because I found this and picked it up and started playing on it. Even though I'm still only playing Game Boy games, technically, I've been playing on this. So, since no one ever gives any attention to this thing, I decided next month, on June, I'm only going to play Game Boy Pocket for 1 month straight. And, yeah. Sorry to Justin, if you're watching this, sorry. Y'all may know him by his YouTube channel, Justin plays. Good YouTuber. We got plans for summer. Sorry about that. You know, got to do it for YouTube. But yeah, some of my favorite games are some of them that I already showed y'all. But if y'all wanted to know, my favorite games for the system was Pokemon Gold, which is surprising. I used to not like Gen 2 until I recently did the Game Boy Color challenge and started playing it on the Game Boy Color, which I really started to like it. So Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Blue in case if I get tired of Gold, Donkey Kong Land, really difficult, but I still like it. Mario Land, obviously, and either Mortal Kombat or Link's Awakening is my other top 5, 1 or 6, however many that was. But yeah, I really love this system because if I do want to play Game Boy and I don't want to have the huge hump in the back where the battery's going to for the Game Boy Color, or if I know we're going to go somewhere where I can find AAA batteries but not AA, then I'm going to bring this one because either way I can still play Game Boy games, and I don't have any Game Boy Color games, so it don't really matter. So yeah, if I want to bring something with me on the go, if I need a smaller Game Boy to play, I'm going to bring this one, and I just really love it. I just love the fact that you could take this anywhere with you. You can go up high in the mountains. You could be going on a calm float. You could be walking on train tracks. You could be doing anything, and you can easily be playing on the Game Boy Pocket and be playing Pokemon Blue, Gold, or any game that you want at all. Think about that. That's what the Game Boy Pocket helped with the original Game Boy, because of the Game Boy being too big and round for anyone's liking at the time. So that's the Game Boy Pocket. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you like the system, and I'm out. Peace.